Hello, how do we solve this nice algebra problem? Solution. You feel free to pause the video and try to solve before watching. We have 2 to the power of x, 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z equals 148. The first step we are going to take is that we are going to multiply this left hand side by 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x. So let's go. 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x times this left hand side 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z equals to 148. Nothing has changed because this guy divided by this, that will give 1. So we have 2 to the power of x into, we can distribute this guy at the denominator of each of these guy. So we're going to have 2 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of y over 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of x equals to 148. So we have 2 to the power of x into, this guy takes care of each other. So we have 1 plus 2 to the power of y over 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of x equals to 148. Recall that whenever we have a to the power of m over a to the power of n is the same thing as a to the power of m minus n. This is by laws of indices. We are going to apply this property to each of these guys. So we're going to have 2 to the power of x into 1 plus 2 to the power of y minus x plus 2 to the power of z minus x equals to 148. So let's proceed further. 2 to the power of x into 1 plus 2 to the power of y minus x plus 2 to the power of z minus x equals to 148 is the same thing as 4 times 37. Now let's apply one trick here. You observe that 2 to the power of x is always even, no matter the value of x. That is, when x equals to 1, we are going to have 2, which is even. When x equals to 2, we are going to have 4, which is also even. So this guy is indeed even for all s greater than 0. And this guy is an even number. This guy is an odd number. This odd guy will give an odd number, no matter the value of x and y, in as much they are positive, greater than 0. Comparing, we are going to compare the even. 2 to the power of x equals to 4. By comparing the even, 2 to the power of x is equals to 4 could be written as 2 square, since the base is the same. So our value of x is equals to 2. Now let us compare the odd terms. 1 plus 2 to the power of y minus x plus 2 to the power of z minus x is equals to this odd number, 37. This implies that 2 to the power of y minus x plus 2 to the power of z minus x is equals to 37. When this guy comes to the right hand side, it becomes minus. So 2 to the power of y minus x plus 2 to the power of z minus x is equals to 36. Let's proceed further. This guy is the same thing as 2 to the power of y over 2 to the power of x plus, likewise, this guy is the same thing as 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of x equals to 36. This implies that we have 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of x equals to 36. What is 2 to the power of x? We already have it. 2 to the power of x is 4. So let's plug in that. So we have 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of x is 4 equals to 36. So 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z is equals to, when we cross multiply, 4 times 36 is 144. So now let's consider this guy by applying the same trick. So we are going to multiply the left hand side by 2 to the power of y over 2 to the power of y. So now we're going to have 2 to the power of y over 2 to the power of y into this left hand side, 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z equals to 144. Nothing has changed. Let's distribute this denominator to each of these guys. We're going to have 2 to the power of y into 2 to the power of y over 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of y equals to 144. 2 to the power of y into, of course, this guy takes care of each other, so we are left with 1 plus 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of y equals to 144. That's 2 to the power of y into 1 plus, this guy is the same thing as 2 to the power of z minus y equals to 144. So let's proceed further. We have 2 to the power of y into 1 plus 2 to the power of z minus y equals to 144 is the same thing as 16 times 9. Now let's apply one trick here. You observe that 2 to the power of y, we always give an even number, no matter the value of y, in as much as y is greater than 0. If you put y equals to 1, we arrive at 2, which is even. When y is equals to 2, that is 4, which is also even, on and on like that. But this guy, we always give an odd number. 16 is even, and 9 is an odd integer. So, by comparing, let's compare the even first. So, we're going to have 2 to the power of y equals to 16. 2 to the power of y is now equals to 16 can be written as 2 to the power of 4. But here, to be the same. So this implies that y is equals to 4. Now let us compare the odd part. This guy and this. 1 plus 2 to the power of z minus y. This guy equals this. Is equals to 9. 1 plus 2 to the power of z minus y is the same thing as 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of y equals to 9. Which implies that 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of y is equals to 9 minus 1 when we transfer this constant to the right hand side. So 2 to the power of z over 2 to the power of y is equals to 9 minus 1, that is 8. But what is 2 to the power of y? We already have it. Let me show you. 2 to the power of y is simply 16. So let's plug in that. We have 2 to the power of z over 16 equals to 8. So 2 to the power of z is equals to, when we cross multiply, 16 times 8 is simply 128. 2 to the power of z is equals to 128 could be written as 2 to the power of z. Since the base are equal, so z is equals to 7. Now that we have obtained the value of x, y, and z, let us now check if what we've done is right. Let us check. The original question says 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of y plus 2 to the power of z is equals to 148. And we obtain x to be equals to what? X is 2 and y is equals to 4, and we obtain z to be equals to what? Z is 7. So now let's plug in the value of x, y, z into this left hand side. So we're going to have 2 to the power of 2 plus 2 to the power of 4 plus 2 to the power of z equals to 2 square is simply 4 plus 2 to the power of 4 is 16 plus 128. So this equals to, so let's add this left hand side. 4 plus 16, that is 20. 20 plus 128, that is simply 148, which is simply equals to this right hand side. So our value of x, y, and z is indeed Correct. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.